Hello dear student, how are you all? I think everyone are fine there. So student, how do you feeling? Might be in a couple days you're going to become here in school. Alright, even school is well prepared for you. So student, today we are going to discuss about letter writing. Which portion? Letter writing. So today's topic is letter writing. So student, might be you are aware about letter writing, and this is what you were practicing from your previous classes, is it? So letter writing is one of the important part of the writing section. So student, might be you are aware that the question regarding the letter writing is there in your exam and everyone have attended it, is it? I am right or wrong? Yes, everyone have attended and I have seen your answer sheet, those who have submitted here in the school. So student, there were two questions on letter writing. Both are informal. What are they? Informal letter. But here in this video, we are going to discuss about formal and informal letter both together. Okay. So letter writing is the portion which is given for your periodic test 1 examination for writing section. Is it? For writing section, and everyone have attended it, is it? All right students, this is what I'm going to say you that letter writing is a scoring portion. It is scoring question. Here if you have write the letter in a very simple and smart manner with proper format, then you are going to score out in letter writing. So letter writing is one of the very important part of the writing section. So student, let's begin with letter writing. What is letter writing? What its definition? To whom we have to write the letter? Or what is the format of writing the letter? This is what we are going to discuss here in this video. So student, let's quickly begin with today's topic without a further go and without wasting our precious time. Here, letter writing. So the definition of letter writing is the exchange of written or printed communications. Okay, so what is the meaning of this sentence? You are writing the message to one person or to the group of person, so it is called here letter writing. If you want to share your feeling, your ideas, your views, your opinions, your thinking and your message in the form of writing over a piece of paper, and you are folding it and packing it inside the envelope, and it will goes to whom you want to send, then the whole process is called letter writing, and that letter is read thoroughly by the receiver, and after receiving he will get know about your message. Then it may be called here one proper and the very simple format of letter writing. Understood? This is what the first definition says here. So the letter writing is the exchange of written or printed communications is called letter writing. What it is called? It is called letter writing. Okay, another point of letter writing. Letter writing is a very important activity in our daily lives, be it for business or personal purposes. So letter writing is very important. Okay, in our daily lives we used to write letter to build our business. We used to write a letter to our friends to share our personal views or personal messages, is it? So both two definition gives the best meaning for letter writing. Understood? Which it is letter writing. All right, so let's begin with another slide. What another slide says about letter writing? Writing is divided among two types. How many types? Two types. These two types is, one is formal letter, another one is informal letter. Okay, so here we will discuss about formal letter and the informal letter what you have did in your exam. Is it? So formal letter is what and informal letter is what? This is what we have to look over. So the formal letter is a letter which is written to the authority, which is written to the office, which is written to the principal's chamber, or it is written to anyone who having the designation of officer, who having the designation of government post, or he is a master of any organization. But that kind of letter should be written to that persons who are very important, and while writing to them we should mention each and everything properly. Then it can be well said that it is formal way of writing a letter. Understood? So student, what is formal letter? Let's read it out. So formal letters are letters to people who we don't know on a personal level. In, in other words, formal letter are also known as business letter. For example, we may write to find out information and apply for job, etc. So student, what is the first definition of formal letter says here? Formal letters are letters to people who we don't know on a personal level. So it is called here formal letter. So these kind of letters where don't know, okay, and we are writing a letter to those to whom we don't know. Might be they are officers. So for that purpose we should write a formal letter. Okay, if the person is well known to us, then we can write him an informal letter. No issue. Okay, and another definition says here, in other words, formal letter are also known as business letter. What are they called? Business letter. For example, we are writing a letter to get some information. Let's say right to information from any organization or RTI Act, or we can say for applying for any job. Okay, we can write this kind of formal letter. Alright, so let's begin with another slide. So here we have an informal letter. What it is? What is informal letter? So student, do you know informal letter? What it exactly means? See, an informal letter are letters of people who we know at personal level, for example, friends and family members. So the letter which is written to friends and family members, and we know these people very much and they are in regular contact with us, then these kind of letters should be written to these kind of people in informal manner. So student, before beginning an informal letter, let's explain you about what is informal. So student, when the school begins, everyone have to wear which kind of dresses? Is it? So everyone have to wear a proper uniform. Yes or no? Okay, if you wear the proper uniform, everyone looks like same. So there is uniqueness, there is unity and harmony in the class. Yes or no? If one girl wearing different kind of dresses, remaining are wearing uniforms, so it doesn't look so formal. It looks casual and informal. In the same manner, if you are writing a letter to your friends, to your relatives or to your family members, so you can write an informal letter. Informal letter means you can share any knowledge, any experience, any feeling, any words with them, because they are yours. They are your own family members, your own friends. So they are not going to comment over your writing. This is what here the way of writing of informal letter. But student, while writing an informal letter, it has its own format. So we should follow that format. So let's begin with another slide. What it says about. Here we have a slide on formal letter. What it is? Formal letter. So how to begin a formal letter? Here we are going to read. So the first point for beginning the formal letter is start with the address. What it is? Start with the address. So what they have given, top right side of page, write the writer address on the page. So in this point they have given top right side of page. Either you can write top right side of page or top left side of page. Okay, fine. About whose address? About the writer. You have to write here sender address. The person who is sending the address, his address either should be written in the right side corner of the page or left side top corner of the page. Understood? Alright? Okay. Now comes to the third point. After this, write the name and address of person or business you are written to on left side of the page. So what this point is saying, after writing the address of the person, on the top left side corner of the page, so you have to leave one line. How many lines? You have to leave one line. After leaving one line, you have to mention today's date. Then you have to leave again one line. Then you have to mention, mention the middle part, and the right and the left side corner of the page you have to mention whose address. You have to mention the receiver address, to whom you wants to write the letter. Understood? To whom you wants to write the letter, his address should be mentioned in the middle portion, the left side of the page, just below to the date. Alright, let's say for an example. So this is an example. It is also formal letter, but it is always followed in the desktop, not for the writing purpose. Alright, so what is the proper format of the formal letter? I will leave one pic there in the group, your class group, so everyone can watch it out. So what is the format of formal letter and what is the format of informal letter? Alright, so let's begin with another slide. So student, after writing sender's address, date, receiver's address, then you have to write here subject. Then subject comes. After writing the subject means for what purpose you are writing the letter. So student, in examination 2 letters were given. One letter for thanking your friend for his best wishes for your examination. Another question, inviting all the members of your friend circle for your birthday party. Is it? So these were the 2 questions for your periodic test 1 exam. So in the subject you have to mention the main point which is mentioned there on a question. So you have to take out that main point, add some your own words and make one simple, lucid and very sweet subject. It shouldn't carry more than 2 lines. It should be within 2 lines. So you should take care about the quantity of the subject, the quantity of the words. Understood? After writing subject, leave one line, then you have to write the salutation. So student, here see the point. Use the salutation for this letter. So student, what do you know about the word salutation? Do you know dear sir, dear madam, or telling hi, hello, how are you? So you are going to wish someone with these kind of beautiful words, dear sir, dear madam, dear friends, or respected sir, respected ma'am or madam. So these kind of phrases or these kinds of words are called salutation. What are they called? Salutation. Understood student? This is what this slide says. Now let's begin with another. Writing sender address. After leaving one line, then comes date just below to sender address. Leave one line, then comes receiver address. Leave one line, then comes subject. Leave one line, then comes salutation, respected sir or ma'am, dear sir or ma'am. Then you have to write your introduction after leaving one line just below to the salutation. Here introduction comes. While writing the letter is divided among 2 parts. 3 parts might be. Introduction, leave one line, middle body, leave one line, and conclusion. So in the introduction part, you have to write a short introduction that states the purpose of the letter, the reason for writing. So introduction always carries what is the purpose of the letter and the reason for writing this letter. So these 2 points should be taken care while writing the introduction of any letter. First one, what is the purpose of the letter? Second one, okay, what is the reason for writing? This is what it should be written here. Let's say one example we have taken. I am writing to complain about a shirt I ordered from your catalog last month. So here this person, okay, I is writing a letter, okay, for complaining purpose. For what reason? For purchasing a shirt from their shop, which is not good. So this is a reason for their letter. Understood? So let's begin with another slide. Student, then comes the body of letter. What it is? Body of letter. So the body of letter is divided among first, second and third paragraph, and at last complaints. Let's see here. First paragraph. First paragraph should be an profile and qualification. Profile in the same in the name of what's your name, which is your class, okay, which is your area, location, what is your address, and you are studying in which standard. Okay, this is what should be added here in the profile. Okay, then comes your qualification. Okay, you are studying in which standard. All right, then in the second paragraph you have to write your work experiences and duties, what you are working now, okay, what are your duties, hobbies, and somewhat you are right for this second paragraph. Then comes the third paragraph where you have to write your personal qualities and the qualities of, if you are complaining about something, then you have to write its quality about the matter. Okay, this is what the body of letter is divided among first, second, third. So either you can divide the body of letter in one paragraph, two paragraph, third paragraph, or you can only write one paragraph in the name of middle body, no issue. Okay, these 3 paragraphs are not so important. Either you can choose only one paragraph or only 2 paragraphs, or if you have some time you can write 3 paragraphs in the sense of middle body of the letter. Then comes another point, complaints, okay, justification, acceptance of invitation or qualification. So this is the last point of the formal letter. Let's say for example here we have an example. Firstly, the shirt was not properly packed. Okay, it was dirty and torn and it was not the color I had asked for. What is more, the people I talked on the phone were really rude and did not attend me properly. I am very disappointed indeed and hope that steps will be taken to rectify this situation. This is what here you have to write if you are complaining about your product somewhere in the Flipkart or Amazon. So you can write this kind of letter to the company. Understood, student? This is all about the body of letter and how we can write the letter while complaining, okay, to any authority in the name of formal letter. Okay, introduction, middle body, then comes conclusion, then comes here conclusion. See, conclusion means closing remarks or the final paragraph. It is the ending paragraph where you have to put a full stop for your letter. See here, conclusion means in the sense, okay, suggested action to be taken or closing remarks express understanding or promises. So these all things comes here under the conclusion. Okay, see, suggested action to be taken, closing remarks, express understanding, promises. So this is what should be added or taken under the conclusion part. See, closing remarks. Closing remarks means where you are going to close your letter, okay, by adding some suggestions at last. Okay, let's say for example here we have one example. Let's zoom it out. See here. Okay, example, fine. I will take further action if there is no response to this letter. So here the consumer is writing a letter to the authority. I will take some further action if there will be no response for this letter. So I need a response for this letter. So please give any response for this letter and try to solve my problem. So student, here what you have seen the whole format of formal letter, how they have written the formal letter. Okay, what is the proper format of the formal letter. Okay, all right, let's begin with student. Then comes what? After this end of the letter and add to your signature. Then you have to put your signature that you are the one who are writing this letter. For example, yours faithfully XYZ in this, okay, in the place of XYZ, you can write your own name. Otherwise, you are sincerely in the place of xyz, you can write your own name or anyone's name, okay, if you are writing actually for the authority. Okay, this is what calls here at last, and it is called here the ending of the letter by these kind of phrases. Alright students, so student, what we have learned in the letter writing, first we discussed what is letter writing, then we discussed how many types of letter. One is formal letter and one is informal letter. Formal letter which is written to the authority, officials, or it is written to any, okay, a higher peoples or a higher authority of the government, okay, or it is written to the government servants or a public servants, okay, who have more responsibility towards the public. Okay, if you are writing this letter and the peoples who are reading this letter, it is not known to you, then you have to write the formal letter. Then comes an informal letter. Informal letter is always written to those peoples, okay, to those peoples to whom you know well, and they are your best friends or family members or your relatives. So you can write anything in these kind of informal letter, but it also have some format. So this is what I am going to share, the whole format of formal letter and informal letter in the form of images in your group. So student, see those images, okay, write the format of the formal and informal letter in your notebook, and I believe some question related to the formal and informal letter, so you have to, okay, write your own letter over those questions in your grammar notebook. Understood? So student, here we have discussed about the letter writing. So watch this video from the beginning till last thoroughly. The whole video is based on letter writing, okay, and note it down the points of each and every slide in your notebook, so you will have a better understanding of it. But here in this slide, format is somewhere different according to the desktop, but according to the writing skill, we have some different format. This is what I am going to leave you in the form of image or pics there in your classroom. Okay student, take care, have a nice day, bye bye, and wait for another video.